work it inside the 25. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. First down, Norwood, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. On 2nd and 9, Tua. He's got Thompson here, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st down, Norwood. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. We're scoreless after 1. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. Norwood's got it. Complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And now a hook up downfield on second down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Murray. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Right side, Claypool's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal, and yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down now, it's Yates. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Murray's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Yates. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2nd down and 8. To throw is Murray. And that
is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Tua, the final shot before half. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
On 2nd and 7, Tua. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Tua.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked Picked off at the 23. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Finding some room at midfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. 64 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Tua going to throw. Completes it to Norwood. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a 1st down.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a give, right side. Norwood. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and 10.
On on second down. Norwood. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll run with Hunt. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The running play does not work from the 5 on 4th and goal. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Second and 8 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Yates, and he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll keep it on the ground. Yates, and he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 54 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because That's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Now a give right side. It's Yates. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now a handoff as they run left side. Shifts by him. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Ooh, the juke. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
On second down now, it's Yates. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more
Log on to